I am heading back into Shadow of Mordor because I am owed a fight with Sauron. Not just a quick time event. I want a real fight. I'm going to be gathering up the coolest and most charismatic orc warchiefs that I've seen in a very long time. And we're going to be going after Lord Sauron to prove who is truly the Lord of the Rings.
Some things never come to be, unless those that behold the visions turn aside from their path to prevent.
We are back in Shadow of Mordor, and this is my first time ever doing this DLC.
Middle-earth.
I believe the DLC takes place straight after Celebrimbor escapes Sauron the first time. He also goddamn nicks the One Ring as well, which is going to be really interesting to see just how powerful Celebrimbor can be with the goddamn One Ring. Ooh, title screen. Whoa, look at these armored dudes.
Don't let him escape.
Why are they moving really fast? It feels like this is like sped up or something.
Don't matter. Drop asking questions.
God, why are they moving so fast? Is this on like 200% speed or something?
Sauron's army is without number. My kingdom lies in ruins and my family is in chains. And yet, in the One, I have a weapon that could reforge my fates and illuminate the path through this darkness. There he is!
It starts off the same way that every single Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor game starts. Only this time we immediately activate the power of the One Ring, which basically gives Celebrimbor just unlimited executions, unlimited wrath, as well as basically freezing time. He feels so powerful like this. I mean, this is just badass right now. Doesn't last too long, but I believe that we are able to upgrade the duration. I finish off the rest of the orcs, and then it's on to the first mission where I need to brand 12 orcs. Now, with a small army under my control, the first captain of the game appears. Blackthorn.
Elf boy! What do you think to accomplish here? You are a dirty thief. True power belongs to the Dark Lord.
Activating the power of the One Ring, it really doesn't take very long for Celebrimbor to execute this orc into oblivion.
You will drown in waves of Uruk hatred, you elf monster!
Elf monster? Don't you dare make Celebrimbor cry.
You will build a tower in my name. Erect a monolith for your bright lord in defiance of the shadow.
And with that, Celebrimbor has started to build up his mighty army, and we've taken the first portion of the map.
Silverhand, you dare stay in.
Blackthorn was defeated. Now let's take a look at the pre-made Warchiefs here in this region. Oh my god, look at the vial! They look so good! Look at the detail on him! I mean, he is bald, which is unfortunate, but he does look so cool. Oh my god, look at this guy with the fucking red paint / blood, the sort of Uruk helmet. This guy looks absolutely messed up. He's basically like what? He's basically like a sort of plague orc before the plague orcs were a thing. Oh, this guy is so cool. What a badass helmet with the horns. He's got the spears. He's got the glowing poison spear as well. This guy looks like a fucking sort of mix between Mummy and Frankenstein. I mean, do the orcs look better in Shadow of Mordor than Shadow of War? I think they do. Oh, never mind. There actually already is a plague orc right here. The plague orcs do exist. Alright, we are going to get to the Warchiefs eventually, but I really want to populate the area with captains that I've created myself. So let's go in search of more interesting grunts. I travel across the dried out riverbed. And I find the usual group of free grunts.
Surround him!
They proceed to beat up Celebrimbor until he's downed. Who will claim this ultimate prize, this ultimate promotion? to become a captain. Just as he's about to swing, he gets hit by a fire archer. Oh my goodness, there's a sniper up there. One of the orcs survives the sniper and he becomes a brand new captain.
Bye-bye, Ranger. Who'll get promoted now?
Alright, Uthog, let's get this playthrough off to a good start. Here's the first captain that I'm going to create. Is he going to be cool? Is he going to be boring? Let's take a look. Is he going to keep this armor? No, he does not, but he becomes of the spiders. I mean, I think he looks pretty badass. He didn't keep the thick Mordor armor, but he did get the twisted helmet. And of the spiders is a pretty cool name. I think that's an okay start. Also, something that I find really funny in this is that when Celebrimbor respawns, he just kind of awkwardly gets up. I tracked down what I consider to be a very boring, basic captain right here, the literate one. I don't care that you can read, you're a goddamn orc. If there's one thing that I want to do in this DLC is I want to populate the world with cool orcs. And of course that also involves eliminating any orcs that I consider to be basic or boring. And I'm sorry, that means I need to get rid of this nerd.
Too slow!
But sadly, Celebrimbor loses minus 5,000 aura points for this dive. He is definitely going to want to forget this one.
Too slow! You, faggot! I was expecting something more impressive.
What? You weren't impressed by this? Oh my god, I can't believe he said that. What a perfect bit of dialogue for what just happened. Celebrimbor starts angrily peppering him. What I love in this game is that they actually get more bloody as the fight goes on. I don't believe that's something that's in Shadow of War. Also, I might be saying that a lot this video. We grab him and throw him off possibly the smallest ledge to date. He would 100% survive that. Celebrimbor then takes his embarrassment out on the orc grunts. There can be no witnesses. He then jumps down and finds a lovely pile of orcs ready to make a new captain.
Your death will be the start of my rise through the ranks.
Naz Kuga. Alright, I think the Berserkers don't usually go that unique. Yeah, kind of boring. With some of my homemade, homegrown Warchiefs now roaming around, I think it's time we took our first region.
Return to me what is mine, betrayer. I taught you everything.
All we have to do is brand 15 orcs without being detected. 15 is quite a lot, but don't worry because Celebrimbor has plenty of time. But then disaster struck. With one orc left to dominate, I got too cocky and I rushed it, meaning I failed the mission on the last orc. And from there, I just lost my mojo. I was making reckless mistakes, trying to make up time, failing the mission, left, right, and center. I had just absolutely Austin Powers it. I had lost my mojo.
I've lost my mojo!
I have his mojo.
After that failure of a mission, I decided to get back to what I do best, and that is to get killed by orcs. And I think it's about time we had an archer captain. I actually believe that in Shadow of Mordor, the archer captains are the most terrifying. My nemesis in my Shadow of Mordor playthrough was an archer.
Soon I shall command legions.
Alright, Mormog. I do think the names did get better in Shadow of War. Maybe. I don't know, what do you guys think? Are the names better in Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War? Mormog? Oh, the Fearless. I mean, he's kind of basic. He kind of just took off the cool armor. He's like, I just murked Celebrimbor with the One Ring. I don't need this armor anymore. But he's not the most interesting orc, so we're gonna go again.
That couldn't have been that.
After his initial scare, he gets to work. He can't believe his bloody luck.
How's an Uruk supposed to get promoted round here?
Ah, Crimp. The classic orc name. Oh, I forgot they fight each other. I forgot it's not a guaranteed thing. Oh, he's undone all of my hard work. All right, Crim, you better be good. And he is. He looks exactly like the legendary orc Warchief that I created in my Shadow of Mordor playthrough. Welcome back, the Brute. Okay, for the next orc, I'm going to grab this Growag here, and we're going to take him on a little stroll. Okay, my plan here is that now that we found a little group of orcs, I'm gonna see which ones can survive while my big friend here sort of just roams around. Okay, I think I found the one here because my Grog just kind of ran off. He's a scum.
Killing a big, strong man like you is gonna get me noticed.
Wow, a mixture of Zog and douche. I'm sure he's gonna be bloody amazing. He's gonna tear up Mordor. He's dead. He's dead. The Brute killed him. I mean, he is called the Brute. Alright, time to have another little stroll here. We find another potential captain. This time it's a big shield bearer dude. Let's see. Although I feel like when they're shield bearers, they don't usually become very interesting.
My enemies to heal.
Nope.
Oh, never mind. The Brute has deemed Krook not worthy. The Brute may be becoming a bit of a problem. Let's try again.
Nope.
Alright, it's okay when the Brute does it. But when the Fearless does it, being as boring as he is, he needs to pay. I shoot the explosive barrel, trying to weaken him down. I go in to cause some more damage, but he just one-shots me. Oh my goodness. Maybe I was wrong about you, Mr. Fearless. You know what? You've earned this kill. Hopefully you'll get a promotion.
Couldn't kill me before, can't kill me now.
And he's done it. He's promoted himself. Alright, at least that clears the way for others. For the next captain, I decide to go on a bit of a one-ring rampage. Whichever orc survives can become the new captain. He'll be the chosen one. Hello? You there, sir. With intel. Wait, will he even attack me? Nope, he won't attack me. Maybe I messed up a little bit here. Alright, we're just gonna get this guy's intel instead. Let's reveal somebody on the front line. We've got the Grog Burner. Actually looks pretty cool. I think it's about time we go and meet the Brute. He has sort of been gatekeeping the Captain world. And I want to see if he's even worthy of doing that. Is he worthy of being a part of my army? Ah, here he is here. Just kind of walked up on him.
Killed you? Now you're back? Just my rotten luck.
I clear out some of the grunts surrounding us, getting one of my favorite kills in the game. God, the head explosion is just so goddamn satisfying. Oh, this game really does satisfaction from getting the kills. There's just something more like, I can't even explain it, like oomphy. Just that, just the feeling of it. Maybe the way the controller vibrates when you hit them, maybe the sound in it, but just the feeling of hitting those big execution kills is just so much more satisfying in this game. The Brute has been well and truly beaten up here. He's broken, but will he crack? Will he crumble?
This is all too much bother. You'll pay next time.
Oh, he has cracked under the pressure. For any of you that watch my live streams, you know that as soon as an orc runs away, he is as good as dead. Although this one definitely makes a pretty good break for it, and Celebrimbor isn't really as fast as Talion is in Shadow of War. He's actually pretty slow. I get caught on this orc and he goddamn escapes. That's a little bit of bullshit. He only was like 20 yards away. It looks like the Brute lives to fight another day.
Submit now, and perhaps I will show you a bit of mercy.
Ooh, now this is a cool orc, and he goddamn one-shots me. Hello? Zugor, is that you, mate? I can't quite see you, man. I mean, I'll be honest, he definitely deserved that, and he looks so badass. He looks like the bloody Isengard orcs with that helmet. Alright, let's speedrun this. Let's get another bloody orc right here. Which one got it? You? Let's go, mate. What are you gonna become, huh?
Your scout would get me a promotion.
Let's take a look at you, Cougar. And cool, not cool? Oh, very cool. The Cruel. One of the unique orcs from Shadow of Mordor. That design is not in Shadow of War at all, really. I've hunted him down. There he is. He will not escape me this time.
No! Killed you once already, I did. Not fair.
Oh yeah, he talks about that, but he doesn't talk about him running away like a coward last time. You are pathetic, Mr. Brute, and unless you do something right now to impress me, you are gonna lose your life. Despite being enraged by the burns, I still completely dominate him on the feet, but then a huge horde of orcs arrived to help him. I hit them with some Elven Light, and the nice thing about having the One Ring is that when I hit them with Elven Light, random orcs that are affected will fall under my control. I end up turning every single orc that came to help him, and then they just completely swarm him. One gorilla versus 100 men style.
I'm not staying around for this. Another day!
And of course he goes to retreat, but I'm not letting him escape this time. Get out of my way. Thankfully there's no obstacles to get stuck on this time, and I easily catch up to him. At this point I am just toying with him. I quickly scan the area to see if there are any small ledges, and sadly there are not. I decide to unalive him in a way that I don't normally get to do. With the Brute now dead and the floodgates open, I get another orc to become a captain.
A kill worthy of recognition. They'll promote me for this.
Pig Oog. I've never seen an orc with the name Pig in it. But alright, power level 18. Oh, he's going after the spiders? He's not gonna like that. Yep. Oh, damn it. I'm sad we didn't get to see a pig captain. Okay, I think that's enough of humbling the true Lord of the Rings, Celebrimbor. I think it's time we take another region.
Return to me what is mine, betrayer. I taught you everything. Without me, you are nothing.
This mission is actually quite unique and interesting. The first part of it is I just need to take control of 15 orcs. Once that's done, I need to maintain control of at least 10 orcs for 2 minutes, which is actually easier said than done. I'll be honest, I sort of mess up this mission. At this point, I'm really confident, but I keep getting attacked at 2 different sides, and I just keep losing orcs. I run from one side to the other like a bloody melon, and I just can't seem to keep the numbers over 10. At this point, once we go under 10, the 2-minute timer resets, so I'm just like, oh my god, screw it. Kill me now, and that's exactly what happens. I let an orc get rid of me, I abandon the mission, and then I get back to doing what I do best.
Your filthy death will get me promoted.
Push Crimp, another classic orc name. The spiders is definitely gatekeeping the low-level captains now. We may need to deal with the spiders, but I am determined again. I want to go back and do this stealth mission, and this time do it properly and take my time. Which is exactly what I do. I definitely am a lot more careful here. Now that I'm on the last orc, I'm not going to fumble the mission at the last bloody hurdle like I did last time. Finally, this disease-ridden orc arrives. I decide to do my cool aura farming jump down, taking him on face to face.
Usurper! These towers will fall. Your pathetic army will fall. All who defy the Dark Lord will fall!
I continue to aura farm by summoning in my soldiers and then activating the power of the One Ring. Once this is activated, I can just spam executions over and over again. I can also just turn all of his elite guards into my soldiers by hitting them with Elven Light repeatedly. Because of this, I decide to weaken him down, and then I just let his soldiers surround him. My hope here is that whoever kills him will get promoted as a captain themselves, which can happen in this game.
Let all see my power grow! The shadow shall burn!
Oh, it's just nice to see Celebrimbor happy. With the disease now cut down by his own men, we take control of the region.
You have abandoned all reason, elf. You cannot hope to stand again.
After that, I go for a little stroll, and I randomly run into the Fearless again.
How many times must I spread your guts on the ground for you to realize you are outmatched?
I mean, he one-shot me last time. Let's see if he's still got it. I start to land some good combos while he's stunned. Some orcs run in, trying to save him. And just as I'm starting to build up a hit counter, a berserker comes in from behind and downs me. No. Alright, I'm testing the Fearless. But as soon as I get up, the Fearless shoots me in the back. It's good to see that he's still got it. He's still got his ruthless nature. Although he didn't finish me off, so maybe he's lacking a little bit. I summon in some of my soldiers, I kick this guy off the ledge, and then I get downed by him again. Maybe this guy is bloody ruthless. I think if this was a normal playthrough, he would have become a Warchief a long time ago, and he would probably become my Nemesis. But the way that this DLC story works is that you don't really get to kind of create Nemesis here. You don't get to make Warchiefs. He downs me again, and he still doesn't go for the kill. He is just fighting off the orcs. Oh, you're gonna regret not killing me this time. I'm back up. I'm down again. He's still not doing it. Oh, the grunt saved me, and I'm back up again. You're gonna get it. He's down me again. Okay, surely you're taking the piss now, mate. There we go. Finally, my God, I think he downed me 5 times.
You have died to me so many times. So many times.
Wow, that was probably the best dialogue he could have had. He downed me so many times, and yes, he has killed me so many times. And look at this! A random orc has just chosen to become a captain on my side. It is strange though, because the grunts that I have don't wear that armor, so I don't really know where he's come from. I thought initially it was maybe going to be one of the orcs that helped protect me from the Fearless, but no. They didn't have that armor, so it's very strange. If it's gonna be one of my orcs, it probably is this one right here with the hair. If I had to put my finger on it, it's probably him. As soon as Celebrimbor wakes up again, we go and we meet up with the halfling lover. It's actually such a coincidence that the one orc that we get given in this way is a halfling lover. I feel like every time I get an orc in my own series, I'm a halfling lover. I was hoping that I'd be able to use this guy to attack other orcs, but that doesn't seem to be a feature in this DLC. This DLC is a lot more linear with what you can do with the Nemesis system. So I decided to throw a wee death threat over a quick blades over here. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I mean, just look at the detail of the paint on him. Alright, I'm feeling fired up again. The halfling lover believes in me. I need to believe in myself. I'm retrying this region domination mission. Let's go. 15 orcs, easy. Okay, now that I'm finally up to 15, I go on to activate the power of the ring to just try and get a huge army here. I'm just running around recruiting every single orc that I can see, apart from that guy who I killed. I also go and I get these archers, which I think is a little bit tactical here. These archers killed so many of my orcs last time, and this time they're going to be working for me. I then start spamming Elven Light whenever I can. With 8 seconds left, we're shoo-in to keep it over 10. And there we go, the Quick Blades has arrived. He must have received my death threat. He walks up on me and he immediately throws his 2 scythes.
Your little rebellion is pathetic. For every traitor you turn, 10,000 Uruks wait to take his place.
As if I didn't already have an absolute army, I summon in more soldiers. He quickly becomes very overwhelmed once I start hitting him with fire attacks. He really does not like it. I stun him. He's got basically no grunts left, and I have basically an entire army. And on top of that, I also use the power of the ring to finish the fight. But not before murking this random orc. I then recruit him by hitting him with an elven light, which is such an interesting way to recruit an orc. Celebrimbor does his classic speech again, and we've taken the region. After respawning, I notice one of my orcs over there, so I decide to go and say hello. But after I get down here, I see that there's another captain.
I'm gonna cut you slow and savor every twitch.
Jag Flack the Tiny. Oh, I do love runty orcs. I shoot the fireplace and that takes away pretty much all of his health. He's immediately ready to be dominated. If I could have, I would have made an entire army of runty orcs to take on Sauron. But sadly, this DLC just doesn't let you do that. With the tiny now recruited, I get the itch again to roll the dice and see what kind of captain I can make.
Gonna have to get used to them calling me captain.
Oh no, he's going for the halfling lover. No, Brock. No, he didn't even get to do anything. Oh, and he became a gluttonous. It's not even really a very interesting gluttonous either. Alright, to get over the sadness of losing my only captain that recruited himself naturally, let's take the final part of the region. I have to recruit orcs to help me destroy both of the war machines. I start spamming them, dominating different orcs, hitting them with elven light, using the power of the One Ring, until eventually both of the machines are destroyed. Until the big boss, the Gentle, shows up. Look at him doing his walk. Look at the lighting right now. It's going crazy. I don't know if that's like a scripted moment or something, but this game looks good.
Enough games! Your kingdom was crushed beneath the might of our dominion! There is nothing left for you but cold death!
After the chat, we break up, and then he immediately stabs me and one-shots me. I think I'm a little bit of a sucker here for getting one-shot by these ranged orcs. After that, I stun him, I hit him with the combo, but he's got Combat Master, so he counters it. I then explode the heads of all of my grunts to restore my health, and I accidentally jump on this zip line.
All you do all day is go on the zip line.
I climb back up and hit him with a sneaky sneak attack.
Take him down!
You won't hold me!
After dropping Celebrimbor and making him look like an absolute mug, this only pisses him off. Realizing that we're not doing much damage by using conventional attacks on this orc,
You already tried!
Celebrimbor finishes him off in a very embarrassing way by just repeatedly throwing knives into his back. Apparently this is doing damage. Celebrimbor does his big speech again, and that concludes the takeover of Mordor.
Our warriors deserve.
With all the regions now taken, I decide to celebrate, and what better way than to bring a new captain into this world. I rock up on these orcs that are currently fighting a gaggle of ghouls. I decide that whichever orc can survive the ghoul onslaught, they can become a captain. In my mind, I believe that they would become a sort of ghoul lover orc, but in practice, that's not really how it works.
Now they'll have to promote me.
Alright, Rash. Classic orc name. He's going up against the Slippery. He's beating another one of my orcs. Is he going to be cool? Oh, yes, he is. But let's go again. I want to populate this world before we take on the Warchiefs.
For this, I will surely be promoted.
Oh, the Slaughterer. The Slaughterer stopped him. Okay, he's not gatekeeping. Before I take on the Warchiefs, there is one orc that I want to recruit. I've come to his area. I'm trying to lure him out. I'm recruiting as many orcs as I can, and here he is right here. I found him. He's invulnerable to stealth, of course, because he's a goddamn beast. Just look at the size of the swords he's got.
If you had any brains, you'd have stayed dead when I killed you last time. But you're dumb, ain't ya?
You just wait and see the blade sharpener. He's gonna show up right when I need him. I've just got a feeling. Anyway, he starts absolutely wrecking me here. I get hit by what I think is an archer. Yes, it is. You little bastard. I deflect the arrow and then I hit him with a throwing knife at a crazy angle. I learn how to counter his brutal attacks. I hit the floor with an elven light to try and recruit some orcs to help me take on this absolute brute. I hit him with an execution. It does a fair bit of damage to him. But it's whenever we find ourselves with a one-on-one that I really lay into him. I grab him and go to dominate him, and the orc around the corner just kind of watches like a little creep. Feeling confident finally having one cool orc on my side. It's now time to go after the first Warchief.
This Warchief dares to shackle my followers. None.
All I have to do is rescue 5 of my Uruk followers.
And what do I find?
I jump straight on in to save them because it's not a stealth mission. Thank God I hate being stealthy. With all of the orcs now turned to my side, I release my follower. I dash on over to this archer, recruit him, and then explode his head to get my health back. Other games have health potions and flasks. Shadow of Mordor has exploding heads. Feeling refreshed, I free the next follower. The third follower is in the pit fight arena, so I use the power of the ring to clear out these orcs. Yeah, it's definitely a lot simpler when you use the power of the ring to just instantly recruit everyone. I shoot the 4th orc's captors before releasing him, and then as I'm going over to release the final orc, I get shouted at by a familiar friend.
What do you eat that gives you such vitality?
Oh, I remember you, Mr. Gluttonous. This is gonna be good. The fight eventually makes its way into this little shady part, and the lighting here goes a little bit crazy.
We'll meet again, Ranger.
That's another thing that I like about this game that's not really in Shadow of War. It has very good lighting effects, very good shadows. There's a lot of like little hidden paths that you can take. The Gluttonous runs for it. I chase after him, but I get stuck trying to traverse this very annoying bit of the map. I can't believe the Gluttonous is better at parkouring than Celebrimbor is. How the hell did he get all the way over there? Wow, he is very scared. I try to chase after him, but yeah, he escapes. I am not very good at pursuing orcs. After releasing the final Uruk, finally, I get to meet my first Warchief.
Idiot elf! Your kind is soft! I knew you would come to rescue this filth! There is no room for weakness in Mordor! We will eradicate you!
So all of these Warchiefs were made specifically for the DLC, and it really shows. They all have great little characteristics. They have awesome little intros. They're just great orcs. I do a little sneaky sneak. I shoot the fireplace. One of the bodyguards absolutely hates fire. As you can see, they're in disarray. He comes up. Of course, he's invulnerable to stealth. I'm pretty sure all the Warchiefs are going to be invulnerable to stealth.
What are you trying to prove, eh? All you're gonna do is die!
I also love that they always rock up with at least 2 bodyguards. It just adds another level to the fight. Makes it like sort of, I take a step back and I get hit in my Achilles heel.
Perhaps you could defeat me, but against dozens of us, you can only die.
I bounce an arrow off his head before hitting my actual target, the barrels behind them. I start trying to coax the orcs out. I want to shoot this fireplace, and there we go. The crafty has been lit up. As I'm going in to hit him on the floor, his berserker tries to get me. I need to take out some of these bodyguards. I start to get a little bit confident after exploding the Ravager's head, but it only backfires on me. Luckily, I'm able to deflect this throwing hatchet. Again, I just love that they get covered in blood during the fights. I get a little bit overwhelmed by the sheer number of orcs, and as I'm dodging the throwing spears, I get hit by an unknown hatchet. There was zero indication that that was coming, but fair play to this captain. He deserves the kill.
So shall perish all enemies of Sauron.
His power increases to level 23. Celebrimbor awkwardly gets up, and then I go straight back into the mission. This time I'm not going to be depleted. I'm going in almost having the complete power of the ring, and they're also a bodyguard down. This is gonna be a cakewalk. I target the Hornblower first, but of course he's invulnerable to stealth.
You! Have you lost count of how many times I've killed you? Let me remind you.
I think it's only one time, mate. I think you've only killed me once, right? It's not been more than that, has it? Anyway, mate, you are getting absolutely targeted. And he's got Combat Master. I mean, he's actually maybe quite a formidable orc. He looks relatively boring, very basic, but maybe he is pretty strong. I summon in the bodyguards and then I activate the power of the One Ring. Yeah, man, I'll be honest, there's really no way you can beat this. I've got the One Ring. You're cooked here, lad. I'm using all the power of this ring just to focus you. Because you've pissed me off with your stealthy little hatchet throws and pretending like you killed me more than once.
You! What are you behind this, I wonder? Hoping to take advantage, no doubt.
With the crafty now completely alone, it doesn't take much to whittle down his health. I hit him with a ground execution. I hit him with another ground execution. Come on, mate, just join my army. Be my war chief already. You look so goddamn cool.
Keep your disgusting hand away from me, elfling. I will not submit.
And there we go, I've got my first war chief. 1 down, 4 to go. And look at how bloody cool he is. I know I keep saying that, but look at him. Why can we not have that in Shadow of War? I can't even speak when this is around. Look at how cool he is. That helmet is just badass. It needs to be in Shadow of War. I know it's not possible now, but yeah.
Your victories are hollow. Every step you take brings you closer to your doom.
You speak from fear. Doom slips from your fingers so easily. There is nothing I cannot take from you.
Yeah, you hear that, Sauron, motherfucker? We're taking your wife next. Does he have a wife? Is Shelob his wife? Was Shelob his wife? I vaguely remember those Shelob flashbacks. What was going on there, guys? Somebody please explain to me. On to the next Warchief, and this is arguably my favorite looking one.
I will force the light into these Uruks. They will forsake.
All we have to do is brand 10 supporters without raising the alarm. And I have learned my lesson from last time. I am just gonna bum rush them. I'm gonna be careful. I am not gonna brand 9 of them and then mess up at the last hurdle. No. You're not gonna see that from me again. That's never gonna happen again. So you can stop wishing for that, alright? I know that with this voiceover right now, you may be thinking I'm building it up to me failing, but no, that's not going to happen. And just like that, we've gotten all 10. I told you it wasn't gonna happen. I told you I'm a changed man now, or a changed elf, or whatever.
I know you're here! Your tiny insurrections are a joke! Face us in the open! Face your end!
Ah, they just got so much character. Oh, who's this? Oh, the Slaughterer is here. Finally, an orc captain that I made has made an appearance in a story mission. Let's take a look at one of his bodyguards here. We've got the Endless. Ooh. Let's see if he's invulnerable to stealth. And, oh, surprisingly, he's not, but it doesn't do that much damage to him. I pepper him up a little bit before his bodyguards rush in, trying to save him.
You! Our master isn't to be trifled with. We'll take you to pieces and leave you for the grog.
Oh wow, the Endless has a pretty cool design, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, the Raid Leader hits pretty goddamn hard. Jeez, I mean, he's carrying 2 massive axes. My god, that is a dangerous attack he's got there.
Hey! So no better than to go against my master. Go to your grave instead!
After talking to the Hunter, I noticed that one of my orcs has actually showed up to help me. I knew it was gonna pay off to recruit him. I utilized the power of the One Ring, and I try to finish off the rest of these bodyguards, this time with arrows. Yeah, this feels pretty badass, just using the ring and laying arrow after arrow into the bodyguards' heads. Eventually the power runs out, but it seems like my captain, the Blade Sharpener, has already taken care of the Raid Leader for me.
Kill me if you must, but I will never serve filth like you. Sauron is Lord, and your followers will suffer!
Honestly, I can't decide which of these war chiefs I like the best. Let me know in the comments. Which of these Warchiefs is your favorite? Which is the best looking? Is it this guy? I mean, he looks like such a badass. Is it him? I mean, he has that like Isengard-esque style helmet, similar to the blade sharpeners, but then he's got all of this like blood and sort of white paint on his face.
Are powerless to stop the darkness. You will become what you seek to destroy.
Power cannot lead only to darkness. The light
After Celebrimbor's done roasting Sauron, we head on over to do one of the missions that will actually increase the length of time that we can use the One Ring. All I have to do is brand 9 archers. Once that's done, we eliminate 13 of Sauron's best berserkers. Mission complete, and my Ring of Power is now more powerful, I guess. Let's go meet our third Warchief, the Vile.
I shall purge this darkness, cleansed by the light that never the new armor take my armor.
A new army shall take.
I don't know what's going on with the Celebrimbor voice actor, but I think he needs to get a coffee. We come across another familiar face. The Brawler is here. We have a bit of an interesting mission here. I have to make 50 orcs kill each other in 4 minutes, so I'm just going to go crazy recruiting them all with Elven Light. And for that, of course, I use the power of the One Ring, because why not? It just recharges. I also decide to take this time to lay into the Brawler before recruiting him with an Elven Light, which still feels very weird to me. Now with a small army recruited, including a captain, it doesn't take long for the orcs to kill 50 of their close and best personal friends. The Brawler does a lot of the heavy lifting here, so he gets pretty roughed up in the process.
It is good of you to call our weak. Now our strong shall repay you with death of your own.
I think this Warchief more treads the line of being more creepy than cool. And there's the Gluttonous just kind of wandering around. There's currently because there's 5 orc captains, I do a bit of a sneak around. I really don't want to mess with all of them at once. I mean, look at them. There's so many. And then the Gluttonous has just kind of wandered in randomly. Let's take a look at this bodyguard, and it's a grog burner. Okay, I mean, all of the archers in this game terrify me. And, yep, another long-range guy, the Rat. Okay, I think my plan is going to be that I'm going to zip on over and try to recruit the Gluttonous, and then he will help me take out the rest of them. I rough him up a bit before he decides to have a little chat with me.
I do not trust you. I've killed you.
After bashing on the Gluttonous for a while, I try to recruit him, but some of the grunts just sort of get in the way. He then, of course, retreats.
We'll meet again, Ranger.
The orcs are actually like goddamn Usain Bolt when they're scared. They are absolutely bloody rapid. I sneak up to him here. He's invulnerable to stealth, but I'm able to absorb him, and that does absolutely nothing. So I'm a little bit confused. I try to do it again, and it just doesn't work. He then takes off and runs over to the other bodyguards. This has not gone to plan.
You're no match for my master, especially while I'm here.
Yeah, you might be right, man. I mean, there is 4 captains and 1 running away. I take this chance to quickly get a hit counter so that I can use an Elven Light, and with that, I have recharged the One Ring. I start laying into the Rat. If I can, I want to recruit him, because I've got a bit of a soft spot for anything that's got rat in the name. Maybe that's just Rat Bag rubbing off on me. I jump over his head, hit him with an Elven Light, and just like that, the Rat is on my side. He's now going to help me take over this Warchief. What's funny is that I don't think the rest of them even realized what was going on here. Guys, over here. We start fighting in this area, but it's a very confined space. Spears and swords and axes flying everywhere. I dive on out to try and get a bit more room. And just as I'm getting a breather, the Unkillable is proving his name to be wrong by my rat captain. I mean, you're just asking for it if you're called the Unkillable. I jump back into the fight, focusing on the Vile, while my rat friend focuses on the other bodyguard. This guy could be my goddamn most valuable player. Look at this. He is slaughtering everyone. With the Warchief now alone, it doesn't take long for him to fall.
You are strong. You have a dark heart. Finish me, evil one.
Alright, 3 down, 2 to go.
You know nothing of true
But before we get any more Warchiefs, I think it would be a good idea to increase the power of the ring once again. And this one is one of the easier ones where I literally just have to defend the tower, so I'm going to be recruiting orcs left, right and center to defend it for me. We're about halfway through the mission, so I decided to use the power of the One Ring to just automatically recruit every single orc in this area. I do this so much that I even get an achievement for it this time. Together with my orcs, we defend the tower. Ignore the fact that it's on fire, it's fine. And then a Graug appears. But thanks to Celebrimbor just being Celebrimbor, we instantly dominate it. And from there, this makes the mission so much easier. We are just running around on the Graug. I think now is a good time for me to re-ask this question to my community. Do you think 100 unarmed orcs, like quite big ones, strong ones, could take down a fully grown Graug the size of this? I feel like when most of you answered the question previously, you didn't see that I had written unarmed. They have no weapons, just their fists. I feel like they could maybe beat one from Shadow of War, but definitely not one from Shadow of Mordor. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Could 100 strong, unarmed orcs beat a fully grown Graug? Oh my word, they've taken my Warchiefs hostage? The other 3 have been taken hostage by the 2 remaining Warchiefs.
Look upon these Warchiefs. They rose to greatness by serving the Dark Lord, but they betrayed us. Now they will die on their knees like the true cowards they are.
Okay, that's actually a pretty cool goddamn mission. Oh, my poor Warchiefs. What have they done to you, raid leader? Are you okay? I'll get you out of here. No one does this to my Warchiefs. The audacity to think that they could stop Celebrimbor from rescuing his 3 Warchiefs when he's got the power of the goddamn ring. Have they not learnt that he is able to utilize this power for short bursts of time where he is completely invincible and can basically do anything he wants? With the power of the ring now used up, Celebrimbor goes to work to either kill or brand all of the remaining orcs. I take some time to focus on the archers because they are actually very, very annoying, and having them on my side would be a massive plus. Once those orcs are recruited, the ring powers back up, and I'm like, well, I might as well use it. The timer goes up and we have successfully defended the area, but then one of the Warchiefs shows up.
We knew you would come for your pets! We will end your terror in Mordor! We will end your evil!
Wow, he maybe has the most character out of them all. I have to go and meet him right now.
There he is!
But just as I dash over to meet him, the other Warchief arrives. This is good. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Stupid thief! You stole from the Dark Lord! Your confusion orcs! You're a monster!
Alright, Mr. Evil Eye. Let's see what you're made of, mate. Oh my god, he took off there. He was airborne. Things were going well until more and more orcs started arriving. I recruit them, but whenever they come and they've got shield and spears, they just sort of stab me in the back and end up downing me. Luckily, I'm able to recover, but as soon as I get up, the evil eye just shoots me in the back with a goddamn triple strike. I'm thankfully able to block this, and I get back up. I drain the orcs around me so that I can regain my health. Whenever it's just a one-on-one, I am 100% dominating this orc. But I decide that I should run on over and see the other Warchief. He is going head-to-head with my recruited orcs. And as you can see, he gets pretty messed up before I can even get over there.
Stay away, demon! Do not touch me with your wicked magic!
Oh, I love that the orcs acknowledge that it's like horrible magic and they're about to basically be mind-controlled here. Oh, it's great. With only one Warchief left to go, we surround the evil eye.
Will you give me the choice of death? Or will you corrupt me too?
I definitely think this Warchief has the most charisma out of them all. With that, we now have all 5 Warchiefs, and we are almost ready to take on Sauron.
I will end you myself. Nothing will prepare you for what comes next.
Come, face me, Sauron! Let us end this once and for all! You will be destroyed!
But I figure before we take him on, it's probably best that I do the remaining missions to increase the power of the ring. I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm probably gonna need it at full strength. This mission started off simple, now I've just gotta recruit orcs to help me destroy these cranes. And like with everything in Middle-earth, it is made easier with the One Ring. I dare you, go on, go on. What is made more difficult in the world with the One Ring? What exactly would the One Ring hinder? Nothing. It makes everything better. With an army of orcs under my control, the final crane soon falls. I can feel the ring growing stronger with every mission. It's almost up to 100% strength. I can feel it. This mission was actually quite a unique one. I have to run around and brand all of the orcs that are just running away in all different directions. I actually failed it the first time I did it, but this time I used the power of the ring immediately to just try and get all of these initial orcs. They do run pretty far, so you have to be relatively quick about it, otherwise you definitely will lose sight of them. And I've said it before, Celebrimbor, in this game at least, is not the best at parkouring, and he's not the quickest. You're definitely a lot faster at traversing in Shadow of Mordor. With all of the orcs now branded, we have to go and destroy 7 different groups of explosives, which shouldn't be a problem. With the ring now up to full strength, it's finally time to hunt down Sauron. Oh, it's me and the boys! Let's go, lads!
Face me, Sauron!
You will give me what is mine, Celebrimbor.
You have no claim, deceiver! I am the true Lord of the Rings!
Oh, this is peak. This is exactly what I wanted for the ending of Shadow of Mordor. An actual fight with Sauron. I'm just gonna activate the power of the ring here, and I'm just gonna keep spamming this move. I am destroying him right now. The ring is lasting forever. I'm glad that I fully upgraded it. I am ruining Sauron, mate. You've got no chance, lad. Sorry, mate, I'm using your ring to kill you, lad. There's nothing you can do about it, mate. You have been absolutely ruined here, lad. Just look at this, he's already gone. He's dead, I'm just toying with him now. Look at that, on his knees. I am the true Lord. Okay. Yeah, he's... okay.
Do you really think you can defeat me so easily? What's yours has always been mine.
Oh no! Raid leader!
The Dark Lord has purged us of these twisted lies! Destroy the elf!
Raid leader, think of all the good times we've had. He has turned all of the Warchiefs against me. Okay, that's actually a pretty goddamn good twist. It's gonna shoot this fireplace. I'm sorry, Warchief. This is gonna hurt me much more than it's gonna hurt you, but it is really gonna hurt you. I summon in my orc grunts because that's all I have now, and then I use the power of the One Ring. There's just no way that I can fight my 5 Warchiefs and Sauron at the same time. I'm gonna focus on the Evil Eye because I think he's the most dangerous. Like I said, I really don't like the Archer Orcs. And boom! He is gone! KO. I then turn my attention next to the Spear Thrower.
He can't fool me!
But when they start working together, they can be a bit of a pain to deal with. I summon in more grunts and then I immediately explode their heads to get my health back. I teleport around recruiting archers because I think they're definitely going to come in handy here and I could really use some aerial support. I start using Elven Light like crazy, trying to recruit some grunts. We all know too well that the grunts are actually pretty good at taking on captains in this game. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna overwhelm them by creating a new army. I don't even need these Warchiefs. Screw them, I've got the One Ring. I'm a one-man army myself. I don't need any friends. And with that, all of my previous best friends have been slaughtered, and Daddy Sauron rolls back up. Oh my god, he has resurrected them. Okay. He doesn't look like a zombie, he sort of just looks exactly like himself. Oh my god, Sauron is absolutely destroying me here. I start diving all over the place, trying to avoid Sauron. He has definitely become enraged from me stealing his ring. Also, maybe the fact that I was gloating just a little bit about killing him earlier. Luckily, he is like an AoE master, so he just ends up hitting his own Warchiefs. All I have to do is dance around enough until he takes out the Warchief himself. Oh, he's got me! Oh, he's hit me with the classic Sauron chokeslam. He's known for that move. Feared across all of Mordor. And just like that, I'm able to take out the raid leader. Now, all that I need to do to defeat Sauron is to just dominate as many orcs as possible to recharge the ring. Every time I dominate one orc, you know, it adds a little bit to the ring bar. Oh, he is not happy. Oh, he is really not happy. Oh my goodness, he's flinging orcs all over the place. He is definitely not happy. I'm gonna pop the heads of my orcs to regain my health, which was definitely needed. I hit one more Elven Light, and that is enough to recharge the ring. And then from there, I just go to town on him. Take away all of his health again in one activation of the ring. He then gets stuck in this animation where he brings back one Warchief at a time. I think he was supposed to bring them back one by one as his health gradually got lower, but because I removed all of his health at once, he is just gonna do them all right now. And then he's gonna fall to his knees, probably, and then Celebrimbor is gonna finish him off.
Unto me.
Yep, that's what's happened.
We are bound together, Celebrimbor. You are banished from death.
Okay, well, despite having that kind of funny and weird ending, this was still such a fun fight. The fact that he was resurrecting my Warchiefs, getting me to kill them, taking away control, that is exactly the fight that I wanted for the ending of Shadow of Mordor. Can you imagine how cool that fight would have been if it wasn't 5 orcs that were pre-made, if it was all of your orcs that you had picked out yourself to be your Warchiefs? That would have been so cool if they'd betrayed you and you had to turn on them and kill them. And then even bringing in your greatest Nemesis as well. Having those two things be combined would be so goddamn amazing.
Your spirit is cursed, Celebrimbor. Banished from the Undying Lands, and bound within Mordor, until the One Ring is unmade.
That is quite a nice way of sort of wrapping up the story of Celebrimbor, explaining how he came to Talion.
Finally, all will fear me and rejoice.
And you all know what happens from there. I really enjoyed that DLC. What do you guys think I should do next in Shadow of Mordor? There is this Beast Hunt DLC, and there's also, I think there's like an endless mode as well. So yeah, let me know what you guys think I should do next. And thanks for watching as always. If you want to like and subscribe, I guess, if you haven't already. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Cheers.